I want to talk about what it's like to become kind of popular on YouTube, especially kind of quickly. So the story I'm about to tell you is my personal one, but I have a feeling that maybe a lot of other popular YouTubers, bloggers, internet personalities, I have a feeling that many of them have gone through the same thing that I've gone through, and I think maybe it's an interesting topic, so I kind of wanted to share it with you guys, the viewers, today. Now, I want to start off with my ideas, why I wanted to do these YouTube videos. And I want to tell you what it's like to get, fame, especially very quickly. And then finally I want to tell you what it's like, kind of the downsides, like the unexpected downside of gaining popularity on the internet. So for a very long time, I've been hanging out with a lot of Korean people. Maybe for 10 or 11 years, I've been hanging out with Korean people in San Diego, and I went as an exchange student in Korea, and I visit Korea quite a bit. So I've been around Korean people for a very long time, and the whole time, one of the things I love about hanging out with Korean people is that the culture, the people are just so different from myself, and so different, and different's just interesting. So I kept seeing Korean people acting in a certain way, and I think, why do they act that way? And I'd ask my Korean friends, why do you guys do this? And what's strange about America for you guys, the people who are living in America, the Korean people living in America? And then I would just get into these conversations a lot, and I'm a very brash, blunt guy, and I always tell the truth. And I don't want to say I always tell the truth, but I try to be more candid than other people. And when I'd sit down and talk to my Korean friends about American culture or about Korean culture, I'd always do it in a very direct way that I think they rarely or maybe never even saw. So whenever I'd have a conversation with a Korean friend, it was always really interesting and fun. So I thought, I should share my perspective with Korean people. A lot of Korean people spend their whole life never having a real conversation with a foreigner about Korea, especially. So I'm going to show them what's up. And my idea was, there's foreigners on TV, there's other foreign YouTubers, and maybe even bloggers. And I always felt like they weren't candid enough. I always felt like they were only telling you the good things and not the bad things. They were always, I don't blame them or anything, it's just, that's what they were doing. So I thought, okay, here's something I can do. I can explain my point of view and try to do it in a fun, entertaining way. So that was the genesis of it. And my idea was always, I gotta do my videos in Korean. Because I wanted to be extraordinary and special, but also I didn't want to be like, sometimes you'll meet an American person who's lived in Korea for like 5 years, and they don't speak any Korean, or they don't eat Korean food, or they just do all this stuff where it's like they don't respect Korean culture, and that kind of makes them, in my eyes, a bit of a tool. So I never wanted to be that kind of guy. So I was like, no, I'm gonna do my videos in Korean, and I was studying Korean for like 2 years, and I was never getting that good because I would give up for a couple of months, or whatever reason, I wouldn't get that good at Korean. I was realizing, look, I'm never gonna get good enough at Korean to make videos in Korean. And I had this Korean friend who just said, man, why don't you just do the videos in English and then put Korean subtitles in there? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna learn Korean perfectly. I'm gonna do all my videos in Korean and it'll be great. And then I realized that ain't gonna happen. So I started doing videos in English. And the first, I would say 3 videos that I made were just not popular at all. They got like 20 views. I remember looking at the YouTube analytics, the statistics, and it was just like, I got like 20 views, and like 10 of them were just me refreshing the page. Another 5 were from friends who I like pushed to watch my video, like, try it, do you like it? And they're like, oh God, here we go again. And they have to click it and check it out. And then maybe 5 other people would watch it. So I look at these analytics, and I was just like, I wish I could get 100 views or something. So I just have some statistics, I wish somebody would watch these videos. And then on my 4th video, I remember it was like a Sunday night, because I was posting on Sunday nights. And I just thought, like, I was like going to sleep, and I forgot to post the video. I was like, it doesn't even matter, like nobody's watching these videos. And I just thought, no, I should post this video. Like, I gotta be regular if I really want to get into YouTube. I gotta do this regularly. So I got out of bed, posted the video. It takes like 15 or 20 minutes to like upload it and mess with all the stuff. And then I went back into bed, and I was like watching TV, maybe looking at my phone, and I checked the statistics, and maybe after like 2 hours or so, there was like 80 views. At that moment, I legitimately thought, I'm not even joking, that there was a glitch. I was like, oh, something's broken, or maybe there's a bot out there that's accidentally giving me hits or something. I don't know what's going on. So I was excited, but I didn't want to get too excited, and then I went to sleep. And I woke up the next day, and I was going to meet my Korean friend for a language exchange so I can learn Korean, she can learn English. And we're doing the language exchange, and I keep checking the statistics, and the views keep going up. And it's like, I guess this isn't a glitch. And then at that moment, it hit 1,000 views. I was so excited, guys. I was like just so excited. I couldn't believe it. It was happening. I was like, dude, I'm like a YouTuber now. Like, I'm not some guy making videos on YouTube who's got 5 of his friends watching because they're just feeling bad for him. Like, there are people I don't know watching my videos. That's cool. And I remember at that moment hitting 1,000, I was like so happy. And then I even hugged my Korean friend, and I think it was pretty awkward for her because Korean people aren't that comfortable with hugging in general, but I was super happy. And throughout the week, it was continuing, going on and on. And I remember on Thursday, so I posted on Sunday night, and then by Thursday, it had 5,000 views. I was just so, my ego was really building at that time. I was like, yeah, dude, this is it. I'm famous. I'm gonna keep getting more famous, and I'm gonna be amazing. This is awesome. I'm getting like 1,000 views a day. In 30 days, I have 30,000 views. In 2 months, I have 6. Like, this is crazy. So, you know. And I remember meeting my friend that Thursday night, and I was telling him like, yeah, you know, my YouTube video hit 5,000 views, and he was like, oh man, when I go home, I'll watch. I promise I'll watch. I promise. I swear I will. And the way he was saying it was kind of like in this way of like, he's doing me a favor. Like, you know, when your friends start doing something like they're in a band or they write a book or something like that, you want to help them, so you're always like, oh dude, I'll read your book. Yeah, it was a great book. And like, you're kind of doing them a favor. But then if they become kind of successful or popular, then your friends kind of want to be around you more and want to support you more because like, wow, you're like famous. Like, after a couple months when my fame had hit, one of my Korean friends like suddenly posted my video on his Facebook and said like, here, check out my friend's YouTube. And it was like, yeah, now you do it. Now that I don't need you to put that link. Now you put the link there. But so at that time, he was kind of going like, yeah, I promise, I'll watch it when I get home. In my head, I just thought, man, I don't need you to watch my videos. I got 5,000 views. I don't need you. I'm awesome. I'm gonna be famous. You're lucky to know me. Like, it wasn't that extreme, but that was the kind of feeling I was getting. And from there on out, that video hit 100,000 views shortly later. The other videos I was releasing every week were also hitting a lot of views. And I remember I was counting how many days it would take for each video to get 100,000 views because it was happening in a shorter amount of time. And then finally, one of my videos, I think is the one about Baeduna, that hit 100,000 views in 5 days. And I just thought, this is it. Like, I was so scared at first, each video I'd release, I'm like, is this gonna be the one that just flops and then that's the end of me? And all my videos were doing well. I was like, man, this is it, dude. I'm just gonna keep getting popular and more popular. And then I crashed. I mean, crashed hard. All of a sudden, my videos are getting like 3,000 views, 5,000 views. And like, look, that's great. I'm happy to get 3,000 views on video, honestly. It's super lucky of me. But relative to my other videos, it was really heartbreaking. And my videos continued getting those kind of hits after that. I had a couple of videos that would really hit like hundreds of thousands, 200,000 or 300,000. I had one video that hit 1.8 million, which is like nuts. That's crazy. That's crazy when you think about it. I'm really proud of that and stuff. But as it's been going on now, like my videos have regularized and I get like 5,000 to 10,000 views on the first weekend and another 500 to 1,000 views per week after that. And it's really normalized out. But the thing is, I think when you become popular on the internet, you think like, this is it. I'm just going to keep being more and more popular. When in fact, you can easily become much less popular, as I learned. But the biggest thing I learned was that I'm kind of helpless. There's really not much I can do. There's some videos I make, I think, man, I hope this one becomes popular because this one has like a real message and something I think people should really see and I hope they can take something away from. And that video gets like 3,000 views. And then there'll be some video I rush to put together and just some old idea I'd rattling around my head. And I do that video and then that one's super popular. Like I made a video about My most recent really big video was about how I think Americans are more conscientious often, not even conscientious, a little more empathetic towards restaurant employees especially, but employees in general than Korean people. I just thought, yeah, whatever, that's just something. That one gets really popular. It's like, well, that one wasn't important. Why is everyone watching that one? But I mean, I'm happy a bunch of people are watching it, but why that one? And you see your statistics, your views, your subscribers, sometimes in my lowest slump, I would have a day where I lost subscribers. And you're just looking at these numbers, and as much as you want to ignore them and just do your thing, they hit you, and you're like, what can I do to change this? And the thing I've learned is there's really not much I can do to change that. And there's a bunch of thoughts and ideas I really wish I could show to a lot more Korean people, but what I realize is I'm helpless. It's not my choice. So what I want to get out here is that, I started off with this idea of I want to show Korean people the truth. I want to show them what a lot of foreigners are thinking and we're saying to each other, but we never tell Korean people, or you only tell Korean people who are your close friends. Like I thought, maybe my idea was I think all Korean people should get exposure to these ideas at some point. And then I had this huge popularity, all of a sudden, really lucky that I got it. And then in the end, there's a lot of ideas you have about becoming popular on YouTube or on, I think, any internet venue. And your dream kind of pops a little bit and you realize there's some things I can do. I can keep making videos, I can try my hardest, but there's a lot of things out of my control. I can't control which videos get popular. I can't make somehow my subscriber number go up. And I can't control a lot of stuff. And that's really been my YouTube journey.
여러분의 지원 덕분에 이번 영상을 제작할 수 있었습니다.